When you apply for a job, most of the time through LinkedIn or Indeed, if your resume matches well enough, you'll be offered a first-round phone screening interview. Now, don't panic. These calls are the most routine interviews that you'll ever have. And if you applied to a lot of jobs like me, they're pretty standard. The initial interview will usually only entail 3 things. 1, the recruiter or HR representative telling you about their company, job description, culture, and mission statement. 2, a brief review of your resume and giving you an opportunity to tell them about yourself. And 3, any follow-up questions for the interviewer. Now, these 3 things are the basic syllabus that most first-round interviews will follow. Each of these things is an opportunity to flex your knowledge and confidence. After the pleasantries are over with, in the first few minutes of the call, they'll start to tell you a little bit about the company and their core values. The most crucial thing you can do prior to the call is research. Learn who their biggest clients are. Learn if there are multiple locations. Learn about the most important facts or details about the company. Once the interviewer has finished, you want to connect your research with what they had just talked about. That stuff goes a long way. If they say they are a leading company in whatever industry they're in, you should know who their most high-profile client is. Companies love to bolster their partners. It helps them attract new business, and if they work with such a recognizable one, find that out. Even a quick Wikipedia search will open up a plethora of information you can concisely use to show that you have taken a real interest in the company. It shows that you didn't blindly take a call, but you were proactive and you actually care. Side note, don't just rattle off facts like a robot reading it from your phone. Key here is conversational. Now, the most important part of this phone call, telling them about yourself. Have your resume practically memorized, and you need to tell a story. Again, the worst thing you can do is rattle off fact after fact after fact after fact. They know what your title is. They know the basics and the highlights based on the bullets that you put in your resume. You need to break down your roles. Talk about what you've learned, what soft skills, hard skills, leadership skills, group work skills, etc. Whatever it is, you need to tell them your story. How did you get there and why? What are your motivations? What led you to get into the field that you're in or wanting to pursue? When they ask a little bit about yourself, tell them about yourself. Not every day I check my email and I respond to emails. Who cares? Tell them about you. What are your passions? What do you love about your job? How can you connect with what you do currently or have done in the past with what you're applying for? People are a lot more understanding than you might think. If you give a logical answer as to why you're searching for employment, you are more likely to move on to the next rounds. When interviewing, it never behooves you to lie. They'll find that out. Most companies background check you, so it's best not to get all the way down the rabbit hole just to have the job taken away. This part of the first interview is just the absolute most crucial for you to convey who you are and what you want. Even if you find yourself getting lost in the weeds in your story, you can pause. Say something along the lines of, "Sorry, I'm just very passionate about what I do." Your attitude and demeanor can be infectious, and it'll show that you're engaged and truly happy for this opportunity. Be yourself. Tell your story. And you know what? Say it with confidence. Lastly, they will ask if you have any questions. In my experience, never say, "Nope, I'm all set." You have the opportunity to engage with the interviewer and have an open dialogue here. A great question you can ask here is how the interviewer got to the company that they're interviewing you for. You will turn the tables on them completely. They'll tell you how they got there and more about themselves. You have now established a more personal connection with this person, and they're more likely to recommend you. When they are done talking about themselves, connect with them. Share any similarities and talk to them like they are your friend. It goes a long way. After it's all said and done, here's a last huge piece of advice. Send them a thank you email. After you talk to them, it is great practice to send them a thank you for taking the time to talk to you. This will increase your chances of being recommended and moving on. Anything you can do to stand out, the better. In summary, guys, do your research. Tell your story, ask a question, and send a thank you email. It's not that hard. Thanks for watching. Put out content every single week. please like, subscribe, listen to my podcast, whatever it is, or don't. It's okay. I'm just trying to help people out here. But thank you very much for stopping by and checking me out.